Hi there, this is my much requested everyday makeup. Now this is what I do near enough every day. There's no faffing, there's no loads and loads of products and loads of brushes. I like to keep it real. First off, I go in with a highlighting primer. I'm using e.l.f. Halo Glow Liquid Filter. Now this is a bit too light really for me, but it was the only one they got because when it came out it just sold out. So I thought, sod it, I'm having it. So this is shade 1 Fair. I actually take that back. I think because of my winter skin being so pasty, it's actually now become the right shade. So I always start with my eyes, and this is super simple. I'm not one of these makeup artists where it's, like I said, got absolutely loads of all these nice eyeshadows and all the bright colours and all the cut creases. No, I'm 38 years old. I like to keep it simple and a wee bit classy, but you know, nothing too boring. So this is dead easy. It's simple bronzer. Just using a nice fluffy brush. Again, no hard techniques or really faffing around, just load it up on your brush and then I press it into my lid because obviously my lids are getting old. So I just press the colour into my lid to start with and then just bring it into the crease and just back and forth motions, just bring it out. It's as simple as that. So when you've achieved your desired depth of colour, don't worry about it still looking messy. I then go in with either a really light, not white, but off-white, either eyeshadow if you've got eyeshadow, or I've had this face powder for absolutely years because I used to use it to contour. But now all I do is put a bit in the inner corners of the eye to really brighten up them eyes and make them pop. So now we're just going to tidy up that colour, and all I do is I use the face powder, my face powder, what I'll use all over, and again a nice fluffy brush, and just blend that colour out so it's not quite so messy. So next up, eyeliner. Nice little wing. I've done this off camera because quite frankly I'm shit, and sometimes it can take me 10 times over, sometimes I can do it flukily the first time. Most of the time, I'm pretty damn shit. So I've done that off camera. So there's plenty of videos out there to do it. Using sellotape, tape trick is quite good. But this I found a lot easier. This is the Harry Potter from Boots black gel eyeliner, and it comes with this little quill. And when you flatten out the brush bits, I find it so much easier to use than a pen or anything. So I like to use that, but then if I want to go for a more bolder, really intense black finish, I like to use the Made by Mitchell, and I'll just do this as a guide and then go over with this. So there you go. So do eyeliner next, nice little wing, or as dramatic as you want. It's up to you, your makeup, your rules. But next we go in with the good old black pencil to tightline the eyes. Then add mascara. I'm using Maybelline the Colossal After Dark Curl Bounce. It's alright. Can't really comment too much because I always wear lashes, but it's alright, it's fairly decent. So now the fun stuff. We're getting on to the face, and we're going to chisel this face and make it look much slimmer. So first off, I'm going to do some underpainting. So using concealer, this is Revolution Makeup Eye Bright Illuminating Under Concealer in Porcelain. I love this because for my more mature skin like myself, it's got vitamin C in it. So it gives a really good full coverage, but feels so incredibly lightweight and keeps your skin hydrated. So we are lifting and slimming the face. So apply in the inner corners there, top of the lip, tip of the nose, chin. I do a little bit on the bottom of the cheeks here, so you can see that's where the shading is going to go, and then upwards. So we're lifting the face, so we don't want to be pulling anything down, so everything is lifting up. So don't worry about it being 100% blended either, because we are still underpainting. So next we're going to do the shading of the contour. I'm using a W7 Lift and Sculpt palette. This is really good. It was so cheap as well. You get 3 different highlighters and 3 different shaders. I like to use all the shaders, and this is how I'm going to show you now. And just now, like using, get my words out, just a nice little brush so we can really do some fine detailing. Starting with the darker shade, the darkest shade. Apply around the hairline, around the jaw and chin. And then chiseling out the cheek, so do a little bit of sucking in. And I like to drag it down as well. You can almost see your face's natural shape of doing this contour when you start sucking it in. And then I don't really go full out on contouring my nose because, again, quite basically, I'm quite shit at it. So I don't bother. I just put them a bit on the bottom there and just a tiny bit under your bottom lip and then blend out. So when blending out, especially down the jawline, again, we are wanting a facelift. So helping gravity a little bit, I always pull up my hair here so it just naturally pulls up, gives you a temporary facelift, and bring that product up, upwards direction. Up, 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 never down. And again, don't worry, it doesn't have to be 100% blended because we're going on top with foundation. The foundation I love to use is the Makeup Revolution Earl Filter in F7. Again, so cheap, lasts ages, and gives an amazing coverage with just the tiniest amount. And especially when you do start with an underpaint, you need less foundation. Foundation done. Always remember to drag it down your neck, blend it down that neck, and as far down as you can go. I really need to apply some fake tan. So after the foundation, I then go and overpaint. Did I make that up? Not sure. If so, yay! Back as we did with the underpainting, concealer, and shading. Obviously now we're overpainting, so you need to make sure that your concealer and your shading is 100% blended. Going in with the medium contour shade. Again, exactly the same places as before, but I don't tend to pull it down. I try and keep it high. So we're not dragging it down this time. Now lastly, we go in with this one. This is bronzer, and we keep this high. So right high up the cheekbone to give a much more lifted look. Done. Now blusher. If you're batty about blusher like me, obviously if you don't like blusher, skip, but these are friggin' awesome. Made by Mitchell. I've got Strawberry Cream and Can't Cope with Coral, and I like to use both, so I'm going to show you now. Where we did that bronzer, that's basically where we want it. Again, we are lifting the face. We're not pulling it down. So we don't want rosy cheeks. We don't want apple cheeks. We want a sculpted, lifted, youthful looking face, especially if you're my age. So just 3 small dots. This is highly pigmented. High up on that cheekbone where that bronzer was. And then in the middle of them dots, I'm going in with Strawberry Cream. These are awesome as well because you can use them on your eyes and lips. This on your lips is fantastic, and actually I might do that. So just nice and high and blend it out upwards. So we're blushing. Now we're going to blend it all together, and using the Collection Pressed Powder. This is Candlelight 1. This gives a nice matte finish, just helps blend them colours together. Cheap as chips also. As you can see, it's well used, and just using a nice big fluffy brush. Now we don't do all that hard work for it to just slide off our face. So now we're going to set, and I like using 2 different setting powders. First off, the Mua loose setting powder in Mattifying Translucent. and I put that where I put my highlighting, basically. So in the inner corner of the eye, the chin, the top of the lip, centre of the forehead. And then I use e.l.f. Halo Glow setting powder, and this is a more close to my foundation shade. This is in medium, so I use both, just using a nice smaller fluffy brush to concentrate on the inner corner, and then a larger brush everywhere else. So now we're going to do brows. I'm quite blessed with decent brows to begin with, but I do like to just make them a little bit more shapely and a little bit more defined. And I'm using the Makeup Revolution brow pencil in medium brown. This is the double-ended one, where the one end you have your pencil, and I think I need a new one, and the other end you've got your spoolie brush. So I begin just by brushing the hairs up and basically filling in the blanks. So going along the bottom, not a heavy hand, a nice light hand, just drawing a line along the bottom of the brow, following the shape, and then just going up and filling in the blanks. Nice light hand all the time. And it's as simple as that. Set them brows into place with the Swatchcough. Got to be for brows in Edges gel. I really need a new one of these, quite desperately. And just brush it through, and this literally does keep your brows set in place all day long without like a horrible finish or texture to them. It's nice and lightweight and does the job. So last off, we are doing lashes and lips. So what I do, I put the glue on my lashes and then do my lips, and this gives enough time for the glue to go a bit tacky. I always use Technique glue. It's the best glue, and their lashes are fantastic as well. So lips, lining the lips with, as you can see, my favourite lip liner. This is Makeup Revolution. Don't ask me what colour it is. I haven't got a frigging clue. I need to buy a new one and I don't know what it is. So I'm going to have to take it with me and hopefully match it up. So lining the lips with this beauty, or any shade you want, you know, a nice pinky, nice nudie pinky brownie kind of shade. And then we're going to go in with other products. So lining my bottom lip. My bottom lip is bigger than my top lip. As I'm getting older, my top lip's getting thinner. I think I might need some filler. So I slightly overline it and almost get rid of the Cupid's bow as well. It's a beautiful colour, this is. And then just kind of, not entirely filling the lips, but partially filling the lips. And then using your finger, just smudge it in. Easy. Next up, lip colour. Makeup Revolution Matte Bomb Liquid Lip. This is in the shade Nude Magnet. And this, it's so beautiful, and you need such a small amount as well. I absolutely love Makeup Revolution. Now sometimes I apply this with a brush, other times I just go full whack on with putting it on with the wand. And as you can see, it is a very good match to the lip liner. Now sometimes I leave it as a matte lip, or sometimes I feel a bit glossy. So this is Pout Bomb Plumping Lip Gloss with Vitamin E from Makeup Revolution, and this is in the shade Candy. Lashes applied. These are Unicorn Cosmetics lashes. They're the half lash, Insta famous, and I think they're called Storm. Not 100%. They are still available, and they are my favourite lashes, and I've been wearing them for months, and they are still awesome. They're just about getting to the end of the life, but they're frigging awesome. So yeah, lashes. Don't have camera because again, I'm very shit at it. And I'm going to do my hair and show you the finished result. Voila, complete. It is easy, it's straightforward, there's no faffing, and the more you do it, the quicker you get. Like, I do it every day. This is really my go-to look, and I'll just change the lip colour, but pretty much every day the base face makeup is the same. Lashes, the bronzer, the bit of inner eye colour with the white making the eyes pop, pretty much the same. It makes makeup and life so much easier, especially if you're not, you're not doing anything special. So that's it. I hope you've enjoyed. I am quite real. I am quite normal. I'm not a young mooer. If you'd like to see anything else, anything in more detail, then please do let me know and I'll put something together for you.